Hello everyone, Randy here again, and we're playing Farming Simulator 15 on Idaho on the RDAllen multiplayer server, and we are joined at the moment by Thomas and Bull, and we are harvesting some wheat here with the Neva Combine. This is the one from the Gold Edition from Farming Simulator, the extra combine that came along with it. We put this in as a small starter combine here. Rather than use the in-game sample combine, I believe it is, decided to go with this one instead, just to change things up a little bit. We have used this combine once before. For you folks that have been around for a while, you may remember. I believe that was the Shellington Extended map. I like to say we used this combine on. So it's been a while since we've used it. Kind of a nice older combine. So anyway, folks, we just got the Idaho map up and going here yesterday. Been playing on it. It's been about 24 hours now or so, I believe. And when we started Idaho, there was no equipment, no starter equipment. So we did cheat in some money. And wow, folks, I'm not doing too good on money. I just happened to look up at that. Wow. Okay. Sugar beet and potato harvesters, Bull says. Okay. Seeing as how this is Idaho, folks, it does seem like we should at least get into some potatoes anyway. And again, for those of you who have been around for a while, you may remember way back when Farming Simulator first came out, or shortly thereafter, actually. Oh, actually going to get hold of this. Nice. Actually have done the Idaho map once before. This is a slightly different version of it. The one I did way back then, folks, was a kind of a poor conversion of the 2013 map. This looks like a conversion of it as well, but looks like they did a little bit better job. Not really noticing any major differences. Everything pretty much looks the same from what I've seen. Looks like they just fixed up a few things, made it a little bit better. Trees and stuff like that. And that looks like pretty much the same identical map as what I did, I think it'd be about a year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in there. But anyway, like I was saying, there was no starter equipment when we started this map, so we went ahead and bought some basic starter equipment. Pretty much the stuff you normally start with. I did buy some different tractors as opposed to, the Hurleyman and the Dutes. I think I bought a Ursus, a Steyr. I'd have to actually look again, folks, which ones I all got. Went with the slightly larger tippers instead of starting off with the smaller Brantners. And like I said, I went with this combine as opposed to the in-game sample combine for a small starter combine. Get this field done here, folks. We'll probably move on to another field, and then I'll show you folks what we have for mods here in a moment. Kept a lot of the same mods we had from Dakota. I've just added a few additional mods in. Which reminds me, folks, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, anyone is welcome to join. All you have to do is download the mods needed to join. And also highly encourage you, if you are playing on the multiplayer server, to join us on TeamSpeak as well. Makes it much, much easier to communicate if you are on TeamSpeak, as opposed to trying to use the in-game chat. Okay, just a quick look at some of the mods here we got a moment. I did pick up what I thought was a rather nice combine pack. Go to harvesters here. We got the AGCO harvester pack. Comes with a couple gleaners, couple challengers, and a couple Massey Ferguson combines, as well as headers to go with them. Pretty much just looks like a flotation tire version versus a dual tire version. Not sure if those are switchable duals or yeah, they're buyable. I don't see any buyable ones, so I'm assuming they're switchable. And then we got a Claas combine. No, not combine. Claas mower, I should say. We also have a chopper as well, Claas chopper. Claas Jaguar 980. And, of course, the Rostelamash Neva combine, the small starter combine we have now. Headers to go with them. Not sure what the difference on the headers here is. Oh, we got 10.5 and 12 meters. Okay. Looks like 12 is the biggest we got. Still looks like a pretty nice combine pack. And, of course, the header for the chopper. And under tractors, we have a couple of Challengers. We got the Challenger 1050 and the Challenger MT875. For those of you watching my Oklahoma series, this is the tractor I have on there, as well as the John Deere 9560 RT. Same tractor on there as well. We got the John Deere 4440, 9620, the 4020. And then I also added in the John Deere 8R pack. 8530, 8430, 8330, 8230, and 8130. Couple nice looking tractors there as well. So a lot of mods we've had on the server before, a couple new ones. I think pretty much everything else is pretty much the same. We did add in the Ford truck here, the F350. As I say, we need a boss's truck around here. Okay, I guess I can probably shut the combine off. Don't need to have that on anymore. Let's see, where are we headed next? I'm guessing Thomas ran off with the combine somewhere. I'm not sure what field he was heading to next, but we'll head that way as well. Most of the fields on this map do come planted, so we got plenty of starter fields to get us going. And looks like we have a bull planting with the Great Plains seed drill. Oh, and I should probably mention, if you are looking to join the server here, you'll need the mods. The mods are in links to the mods are in the description below. There are 2 download links. The first download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. Be careful I don't get a I'm not too concerned about getting a speeding ticket. I guess you never know. There's definitely a possibility there, but... And then the second download link will take you to the server download page where you folks can download the mods individually. So like I was saying, if you've joined us before, you can use that page if you only need to download a couple of the mods. Or if you've never joined us before, definitely suggest you go with the download all link. And with the download all link, make sure you extract that zip file when you are finished downloading it. Okay, let's retry that again with the GPS here. It's one problem with chatting and using the GPS. And like I mentioned before, folks, typically when I'm recording, I'm not on TeamSpeak. Don't need to have any extra editing if I can help it. Yeah, basically anytime you push the A or the D key, GPS will turn off. So, yeah, anytime you're chatting and you have to use A or D, There goes your GPS, unfortunately. Anyway, not sure how long this map will last on the server here, if we're going to need another map before Farming Simulator 17 comes out or not, or maybe we can go on Idaho till Farming Simulator 17 comes out. We'll have to see once. All depends on how fast we can basically upgrade our equipment. Anyway, we'll see if we can read a couple of comments here while we are going up and down the field. And maybe we could probably take a drive around the map too. Maybe we'll do that next episode or something. Like I said, not a whole lot has changed from the first time I've done Idaho. Pretty much the same map from what I've seen. They just made a few minor improvements here and there. Basically just a better conversion from what I've seen. Devil's Dime was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Donald was saying I should buy 6 different brands of combines for Oklahoma and assign a tractor and grain cart to each combine. So 6 different brands of combines. I think the thing with the combines is I like to have the larger header, so the 13, I think it's the 13.6 meter header. Okay, why is the combine turning that way? That was weird. Not sure what was just happening there. Now, if folks saw that, it was turning, what, to the left, I believe that was. And I was definitely turning to the right. Oh, possibly I wonder if maybe the GPS was trying to correct for what I was doing. Maybe that's what was going on. But yes, like I was saying about the combines there, nice to have the larger header, especially when you are running multiple combines on course play. You don't have to have the same header size, but for ease of setup, folks, you do want to have the same header size because otherwise the math is going to get complicated really quick. So using all the same header sizes across all the combines, doesn't matter what brand, just so the header sizes are all the same, makes the math a whole lot easier. But if we have one combine per field, then it really doesn't matter what the header sizes are. But yeah, at the moment we have Case, John Deere, New Holland. We have some Kloss combines added in the AGCO pack. So we now have Gleaner, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger. I think there's, what is that, 7 so far? Trying to think. I don't know if I have any other brands of combines or not. Oh, I guess I do have the ones from the Gold Edition. I don't remember the size of the header on that one again. I know that one's a little bit smaller header. Sabo was saying, I left my Pottinger seeder planting at field 13. Says he left it on all night, was hoping the field would be planted when he got up. Unfortunately, left a truck in the way. Well, hopefully it won't take me that long, folks, to plant field 13. I do have the 9560 RTs with the air seeders lined up and ready to go. Jeffrey was saying, great video. Doesn't take long to cultivate with a high-speed video. Looks like Thomas is skipping a lane here. I wasn't sure if he was going to do that or not. We'll start going up and down the field here. Actually, let me see if I can borrow the course from him. I'm assuming he is using... oh, the auto turn is on, folks. That's what's going on. I did not realize auto turn was on. Okay, I think we got his GPS course. That should be good. So for those of you not familiar with that feature, when you're running multiple people like this, you can load the GPS course from a neighbor. So have one person set up the GPS, and then you can all copy the same course. That way you should all be in the same, in the same lines. That way you don't have to worry about being over just a little bit or having the course set up slightly different. Works pretty good. Use it quite a bit on the multiplayer server here when we have multiple planters or combines like this going. Anyway, back to the high-speed video comment there. That actually took, I think it was 2 hours to record that. That's actually almost 2 hours of footage. Like I mentioned in Oklahoma there, I did lose the first half hour. I actually got it. I just decided not to include it. But yeah, the game crashed about a half hour in there because I accidentally hired an auto tractor worker. And of course that caused Farmland Simulator to crash because I did not like hiring a auto tractor worker on field 13. Apparently that's a bad thing to do. And just to be safe about it, folks, I did take auto tractor out, so I cannot hire an auto tractor worker. Jeffrey was saying, also it would be great to have a single-player Farmcraft. I actually might do that. We'll see once. Just to kind of add something new to the mix, because we have been doing Oklahoma for quite a while. Jeffrey was also pointing out Klaas is pronounced loose. I've never heard that pronounced that way. I've always heard Klaas, and that's spelled C-L-A-A-S, by the way. I've always heard it pronounced Klaas, with kind of the long, I think that's the long A, I think. Pretty sure that's the long A for the Klaas combine, like a Klaas combine, Klaas tractor, something like that. That's the way I've always heard it pronounced. Brandon was saying he's struggling to get the multi-fruit to work on Oklahoma. Says he has the multi-fruit standard, and the multi-fruit extended, or extension. He says extension. I'm assuming he means extended by that one. I don't believe there's an extension one that I know of. Unless he's talking about the one that is dedicated for Oklahoma, maybe. Speaking of which, there is, when you download the Oklahoma map, there is a multi-fruit. I believe that comes with it. Make sure you have that one, otherwise the map will not work. That's probably why a lot of people are having troubles with Oklahoma. If you do not have the proper multi-fruit, the multi-fruit crops will not work. So like alfalfa, clover, rye, sunflowers, soybeans, Sorghum. I think that's all. Whatever other multi-fruit crops are on that map. Those will not work without the proper multi-fruit files. And just a reminder again, in order for multi-fruit to work, period, there has to be the minimum of the 2 default multi-fruit. And I don't have the names in front of me, folks, so I don't know what the names are. But when you download them, typically it will download 2. Ricky was saying I should harvest field 6 with the auto combine in circle mode. I'll have to see once. Maybe we can do that. It definitely is a little bit troublesome with the circle mode in auto combine. It seems like whenever the combines get to the corners, it seems like Courseplay is always getting stuck in the corners for some reason. So Trevor was saying, nice video. Thank you very much for that. Jed Ted was saying, please reply to me if I can farm with you. Pretty please. Well, pretty please, yes, you can farm with us. Just hop on the multiplayer server here. Like I said, just make sure you download the mods. Links are in the description of this video below. Links are actually in all of my multiplayer videos. You will not find them in the single player videos, by the way. So no help there. Make sure you look on the multiplayer videos. Sam was saying, cool video. Thank you very much for that. Skylar was saying, what's the best computer to build for this game? He's about to build a tower and it needs some help. Well, pretty much with any gaming computer, the main component is the graphics card. So that needs to be like your highest priority item. After that, most of the rest of the components aren't super critical. I mean, you want a decent CPU, decent motherboard, decent RAM. But the graphics card is like the most critical component. And as far as graphic cards go, my recommendations would be like a 960, 970, or 980. Or if you go with the newer, 1060, 1070, or 1080. Those are really, at least for NVIDIA anyway. And then you also have ATI, which I believe is the 460, 470, 480. Don't quote me on those numbers. I'm not real familiar with AMD cards. But those are probably like the 9 cards that I would go with. Either one of those 9. So the AMD, I believe, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the 460, 470, 480. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And then for the NVIDIA, go with either the 960, the 980, or the 970. Or the 1060, 1070, 1080. Shouldn't be too hard to remember. Just remember 60, 70, 80. Either the 10 series or the 9 series or the 4 series for the AMD. Can't really go wrong if you get any one of those 9 cards, in my opinion. And yes, getting any one of those 9 cards, you should have no problems running Farming Simulator. The main difference between NVIDIA and AMD, I would say, is probably price to performance. If maybe you can't afford an NVIDIA card, then maybe go AMD. A little bit cheaper. You get a little bit more performance for your money. They're not better, they're just, you get a little more for your money. At least at the moment, NVIDIA is pretty much winning the war as far as speed goes. But AMD is winning as far as price to performance goes. William was saying, awesome videos. Thank you very much for that. Robert says, cool tractor. Caleb was asking, where did you get the big buds from? Big buds are from the American Style Modding website, which was down, by the way, last week. They were doing upgrades to their site. I'm not sure what they were doing, but they were doing upgrades. Last time I checked, it was back up again. So, American Style Modding website. Excellent choice, or excellent website, I should say, for those you're looking for American Style mods. Farm Boy was saying Dakota never worked for me, even though I extracted it. With Dakota, make sure you have your game up to date. Dakota map, because it is a 16x map, will not work if your Farming Simulator version is not up to date. I believe it's 1.4.2. 1.4.2 is the most recent Farming Simulator version, I believe. So if you do not have that, the Dakota map will not work. And also, you can, there's all kinds of other things that could cause it not to work as well. But that's like the number one thing that will cause it not to work. After that, you got, mod conflicts, missing any required mods, etc. KD Gaming was saying, hey, that's awesome. The new map is going to be Idaho. That's where I live. Looks like Thomas is getting pretty far ahead of me here. Oh, I see why. He's doing every 2, isn't he? Okay. That's why he's getting so far ahead. Like, why? No way he's going a whole lot faster than I am. That's why he's doing a single lane, whereas I'm doing 2 at a time here. Looks like the sun is going down in Idaho here. And for those of you not familiar with Idaho, it's probably one of the more popular maps from 2013. Can't say I've seen a whole lot of it in 15 here. But definitely one of the more popular ones from 2013. Came out there towards the end of 2013. And like I said, this one is simply a conversion of the 2013 map. Looks like the mod author, like I said when we started, folks, did a little bit better job of this one than they did the first one. I'm not sure who did the conversion on the first one, but yeah, they didn't do the greatest of jobs converting that one. Worth noting as well, this is not a multi-fruit map. So just the standard fruits on this map. I'm pretty sure the Idaho from 2013 was multi-fruit. At least I seem to remember it being. I could be wrong on that, but I thought the 2013 version was multi-fruit. But the 15 version here is not. Kind of a disappointing aspect. It'd be nice if this was a multi-fruit map. It seems like almost all the maps nowadays that are coming out do have some sort of a multi-fruit aspect to them. Definitely, in my opinion, something Giants needs to work on as well is adding additional crop types, or make it real easy to add additional crop types. And I realize, folks, 17 is going to have several new crop types. The only thing I can say there, it's about time. Yeah, hopefully they don't stop there. Hopefully they'll just keep adding some additional crop types as they continue. Anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode. So just a reminder again, if you folks want to join us on the multiplayer server, make sure you check out the links in the description below so you can download the mods. The first download link will take you... Well, it won't take you anywhere. It'll just download all the mods that are needed to join the server. At least it should anyway. And then the second download link will take you to the download page from the server where you can download the mods individually. You can also download them all from that page as well. And speaking of mods, we are planning on adding at least 1 or 2 more. I know we were looking at a potato... I think was it a potato or sugar beet harvester we were looking at adding. So we'll probably add that yet. And then also a reminder as well, there is a TeamSpeak server as well. Information for the TeamSpeak server is in the description below as well. And like I said, I highly suggest you join TeamSpeak if you are joining us on the multiplayer server. Makes communication much, much easier. And anyway, with that, folks, we'll wrap up the episode there. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.